It is honestly hilarious how desperate Trump is to have his indictments in Georgia dismissed or removed over a bunch of baseless reasons that him and his lawyer try to make up. It's not going to happen. You may delay the case, but he's going to stand trial.
Breaking news right now at noon. Former President Donald Trump's attorneys have filed some new motions to dismiss his Georgia indictments.
And this could impact the start of the case for Mr. Trump here in Georgia. Atlanta News First Doug Reardon live at the Fulton County Courthouse with more on all this. Doug.
Right, good afternoon to you both. We're still reading through these documents. They are quite long, one of them almost 100 pages. But essentially what happened today was there were 4 individual motions filed by Trump's attorneys here in Georgia, all seeking to do different things. But what they have in common is, as you mentioned, any one of them has the possibility to severely delay the start of this trial. And actually, one of those motions might sound familiar to people who have been paying attention to this case as well as the former president's case out of Washington, D.C. It is asking the judge to consider Trump's claim to presidential immunity since he was serving while these alleged interference, election interference crimes allegedly took place.
So is he trying to say that he tried to interfere with the election while he was president, and because he's president, he should be immune from election interference charges? That's hilarious.
After the 2020 vote, it is the almost exact same thing that Special Prosecutor Jack Smith, who is running the case out of D.C. against the former president, had asked the Supreme Court to try and figure out. They ended up not doing that, kicked it back down to an appeals court, so it's hard to figure out how these two are going to intersect as they are asking for the same thing. Now, another motion is claiming that Trump cannot be tried on these charges at all because of double jeopardy, that you can't be charged here in this country for the same thing twice if you are
Okay, well, yeah, like by federal court or whatever, but this is Georgia State.
acquitted, and that's what his attorney is saying. He said that there was, in his words, the same course of conduct between what took place when he was impeached for a second time in 2021 and acquitted by the Senate related to some things that took place on January 6th of 2020 and what is being alleged in this case. This very same
It's hilarious. He's just throwing anything and everything that he can and see what sticks.
election interference charges. And so if a judge allows any one of these requests to go ahead, it's hard to say how long it could actually take to play out in court. And that, I think, is really the headline of these motions is, will it take a while? Will it maybe even take until after the election to figure all this out? And if it does, what happens if the former president